On my second day there, I stood in front of the fridge, looking inside it. I'm not sure what for. A blonde, pimply guy named Josh came up behind me and shut the fridge. "Are your parents married?" Josh asked me. "No," I said. "Ha! You're a bastard!" He laughed and punched me in the arm hard. "So? You gonna cry? Little bastard gonna cry?" "No." He slapped me across the face. "Can you fight?" "No." He slapped me again. "Can you run?" "No." He slapped me again. "Well, what can you do?" "Nothing," I said, my eyes hot with tears. "I knew it. You're a little bastard who can't do nothing." I ran out of the kitchen before he could hit me again. I knew I was a bastard a long time ago because this smart girl named Claire Christakos in Winnipeg had told me about it in grade 2. But it didn't matter. Lots of people were bastards. There are actually 2 different kinds of bastards, and the other kind has nothing to do with your parents. Because it was a warm spring, I spent most of my time outside, cruising the strip and watching people, watching the falls, and watching people who watched the falls. I probably saw people take a bajillion pictures of the falls, and I was even in a few of them too. But it was good that people were taking pictures, because every day Niagara Falls looked a little bit different. And who would remember exactly what they had looked like the day before, or the week before, or the month before, if there were no pictures out there for photo evidence? I visited Gina in the hospital every day after school from 3 to 5 p.m., which were the visiting hours. On Saturdays and Sundays, I could stay from 1 to 5 p.m., and then Gina and I would watch a movie or play Boggle, or I would read to her or give her a Cosmo quiz, and then I wouldn't feel so lonely. Gina had a roommate named Mrs. Jorgensen, who was old and shriveled and coughed up phlegm all the time and spit it into a glass jar that she kept beside her bed. Mrs. Jorgensen didn't speak very much English. She sometimes hollered at Gina to turn the TV off or turn the volume down or change the channel, and she always yelled for the nurse instead of pushing the white button on the wall above the bed like you were supposed to. Gina said that even though Mrs. Jorgensen was crabby and yelled at us, we should always be extra nice to her because she might not be leaving the hospital. I was lying next to Gina on her bed, and we were watching The Golden Girls, which we thought was Mrs. Jorgensen's favorite show because she always hacked up a lung and a half while laughing when we watched it. "You mean she has to stay here for the rest of her life?" I whispered. "I mean, she might not have many days left in her life," Gina whispered. "Oh." Gina nodded and smoothed my hair. She gave me a little kiss on the head, and I curled into her as close as I could without touching her ribs. Gina had given me all the money in her purse, $226.38, so that I could buy lunch and go to the arcade and get some of those shiny bouncy balls with the little creatures inside them that she knew I liked. "Maybe if you bought something you could share with your housemates that would help break the ice," she suggested. "Like what?" "I don't know. Candy?" "Candy? What?" "Gina, they're teenagers. They don't like candy. Everyone likes candy. You don't get it." "Look, I'm sorry it's so sucky in there. I wish it didn't have to be this way. I'd change it if I could, Tucker." "I know." "You're just going to have to make the best of it. It's not going to be forever, just a couple more weeks." "A couple more weeks?" She nodded. "Dr. Chopra says she needs to keep an eye on me for a little bit longer." "Well, just tell her that you're ready to go." I did. She said that's fine, but my heart's not ready yet. "That's dumb." She turned to look at me. "Did they tell you that I died?" "No." "Well, I did." "What the frig are you talking about? You're right here, you jerk." I poked her in the arm. "I went in a cardiac..."